What's your name?
Harsa Chito.
Hasa Seto.
But you can say Harsa.
Hasa.
Hasa, okay.
Where you come from originally?
The U.S.
What makes you interested in Buddhist?
Just the Buddha's teaching is really beautiful.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
the Four Noble Truths, way to change your
So
life.
we come and see you again. Can you remind us what is your name?
Harsa Chito.
Hasa Chito. So last time is thank you very much that you give us an interview. We get a lot of viewers. Yeah. So today we want to know that how begin of how you know the Buddhist.
Yeah. I think. Well, I was raised Christian, and I felt like maybe something wasn't quite right for me.
Okay.
But I knew in my heart that I wanted to maybe practice religion very closely,
Yes.
like living at the temple here now.
Yes.
And maybe I read some things on the internet or saw some quote in a book or something like this, and I thought, oh, I will be a monk. But I didn't know anything about Buddhism.
How old was that?
Maybe when I was in my late teens or in college.
Teen. So that means 19,
Yeah, like
18.
18, 19.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you feel very calm when you come to Buddhist, and you feel very calm.
Yeah. Well,
relaxed.
not just calm, but I also found that when I practiced the teachings, I could see that there was an effect on my behavior and the way I act, and
Yes.
it made me happier. Yeah, and it made the people around me happier.
So after you find out your interest, where you start?
I read a textbook.
Textbook.
On
okay.
the history of Buddhism,
Oh.
and
interesting.
it told me about like early Buddhism and how it turned into what it is now. So Buddhism that is in Korea, Buddhism that is in Nepal, Tibet,
Yes.
and Thailand and Sri Lanka, and
India, Sri Lanka.
yeah, and very interesting. And I thought, oh, maybe I will practice. I will start to learn about the Buddhism that is closest to what the Buddha originally taught.
Yeah.
And what I was able to find was that this is mostly the Theravada Buddhism.
So you start with practice by yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't know anything.
Yeah, yes. Most of people like that. Even myself. Yes.
Sure.
Even
As-
Thai people, some people not really go to Buddhist, some people, but you can learn your own self, you find your own self. But I think when you come like this, I feel you're very calm and peace. Yeah, to me, be like that, And sometimes you have to breathe in and breathe out, make your mind a little bit clear,
Yeah.
So after you get get to that point, like you think this is what you want to do. So where you start, you go a boat or you go traveling to find.
I went to some temples in the U.S.
All right.
from.
Yes.
And I met some monks.
Okay.
And they gave me a book.
Yes.
They gave me the biography of Ajahn Chah
Okay.
called
Okay,
Stillness Flowing.
Yes, yes.
And
Yes.
when I read this, I felt so certain in my heart, like I know I am in the right place.
Okay.
Because when I read the teachings, I could see it was like my world just changed. I could see that things were not how I thought they were before,
Yes.
and it brought me some clarity.
Okay. Anything that helped you to improve from after you read the book?
One of the biggest things for me reading the book was seeing how the things that were causing me to suffer were coming from me, and how especially with doubt, because I came from Christianity before, and when I came to Buddhism, I thought, but you know, in Christianity they say, oh, God and heaven, and here they say, oh, you know, rebirth, and how do I know if it's true? But this was causing me a lot of turmoil, and I realized that turmoil was coming from me. It was like an act of kind of reaching and grabbing, versus a curiosity and a joy of asking these questions, because these questions can come from a good place, and it is important to ask them and see, you know, am I practicing something that is true? Am I practicing something that is right? But if it's coming from a place that is like, oh, I don't know, what is it? I need to know, then that's suffering. And so when I read the book, I could see what part of that question was causing me to suffer and let that go.
And how your parents feel? Is that big problem?
It's very proud.
My parents are Christian still, and maybe they think I'm practicing wrong, but
Are they upset?
I think a little,
Yeah.
but I don't think they.
You don't have to say if you're
No, I
uncomfortable.
appreciate that.
No.
In the Buddha's teaching, it says that the greatest gift we can do to repay our parents is to teach them Dhamma. And for me, I cannot talk about Dhamma to them, because they think, oh, like maybe Satan or kind of something evil.
I understand.
But they can see, when they look at me now, they can see that I am changing in good ways.
Right.
And so I don't have to say anything.
Yes.
I just am kind and
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And maybe in this life, maybe they cannot hear that or they cannot believe that.
Yes.
But when they see it in their hearts, they know this is Buddhism. This is good.
Yes.
And maybe they will be
Because
reborn.
turn to you today. Yes.
They're very
That's
proud now.
very
Yeah.
good explaining, you know. You don't have to tell them what it is, but
Right.
they see from you.
Well, I think a lot of Western people, when they first come to Buddhism, they're very excited and they want to tell everybody. But maybe
But
everybody's
you,
like,
you
whoa,
can't.
whoa.
Yeah. Oh, that's very impressed.
Okay.
Yes. So I heard you've been to Thailand.
Yeah, I went on a sort of pilgrimage to see some teachers in Thailand.
Yes.
And then I went to India to the four holy sites.
Yes. So quite a journey here. Thank you very much for your time. And we hope see you next time.
ขอบคุณครับ
Right. Thank you ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank